among the other things that I want to do is to rethink about the trolley itself. It served me very well, and I think that the general structure of it is very good. But last time in Norway, one of the big problem was that was not made for being able to go off-road. And it broke down a lot of times. The center of gravity was too high, and because of that, was a bit of a disaster. I mean, I made it work anyway, but I'm sure that I can do better. Since then, I did a lot of tryouts. You can see several other videos that I did about it, how to improve it, and I might do a more technical one in the future before leaving, just to give you a bit of understanding of how much of complexity this simple object can go. Basically, they are all parts that I made myself, and obviously it open to a lot of mistakes. Genuine mistakes made by just thinking about things but not thinking of the consequences, and sometimes it's just because some object or some elements are not durable enough, and the result is that maybe it works for a bit and then it crashed. There is a lot of I have a lot of ideas about this, and one of the things that I've been thinking a lot was to start from scratch, from the beginning again. And this is what I did. So the module that you see here is a new one made in carbon fiber tubes. I wanted to have it lightweight, and I also wanted to have the opportunity to dismantle in very small pieces. So apart from the solar panel, each part is no longer than 50 centimeters. So if I want to put it all together, they will go all together in one bag, which is a very huge improvement if I want to bring around, or just in general, if I have to change one part or one bit, it is not as big, or it is not one full piece. On the other side, because it's handmade, I will enter another territory, and the territory is about mistakes and tryouts. We are in March now, and so in 3 months I will be on my way. And the general idea is to try to see if I can find a good balance about it, and if I'm happy about it, I will bring this one. Otherwise, I will go back to the latest version that I was already quite happy about, of the Norwegian one, let's say, and just bring that one with me. Apart from the carbon fiber, there is also another update, which was about I had some shock absorbers already some months ago, so I have to replace them and bring them to the new design. In the design here, you can see that some parts are very colorful because I'm using very cheap 3D printed material, a PLA, just to try if the design is good enough. And all these parts will be replaced with the PETG, which is more sturdy, is water resistant, and I can even think about having a version with carbon fiber elements in it, which doesn't add any strength to the print, but it really helps the printing itself to be more precise. I already made some tryouts, and the prints are really good. So this is one improvement. And the other thing is to try to see which elements are essentials, and the carbon fiber tubes are really sleek, and they work very fine. I don't want to abandon the aluminum pipes version at all, but the reality is that if this version works, it's much more competitive in terms of everything. Is lightweight, is more modular, it comes out in a very more stable way. But I'm still not sure about it, and the next months I will work a lot and see what will happen when I will crash. Already today there was a small moment that then a part was falling, and I'm really happy about it because it means that I'm doing a good job with the trial and error. If things are too easy, there's something wrong, at least in my experience. As you can see, then I also changed the setup of the solar panels. I already changed them last year, but I wanted to try something new again. And I bought these two solar panels, are very lightweight, 1 kilo each, and they are really good. I connected them first just together in series to see what was happening, if they were working, and then I connect them to directly to uh, a tester to see it, and I got 40 volts and almost 50 watts, which is very good for the as a beginning. Obviously, when you think about it, nominally they have a stronger current, but you will never get there. I'm thinking if I should add a third one, because now we are nominally at 200 volts, and that could be enough for one walking day to recharge. But it's also true that I'm not going to a very sunny place, so maybe adding a third panel will work better for me in long run. I'm thinking I have to decide is 1 kilo more, but it's also like much better than the last design. What's the downside of this one? Basically, those panels are more fragile, are very lightweight. I connected them on a aluminum frame, and I use some Velcro to connect them directly to the frame. So if I need to dismantle it, it is very easy. I just have to pull, and all the Velcro will just come out. And but they're a bit more like less. They're a bit more fragile, to be honest. I think the plastic on top, which is repairing the panels, can be damaged very easily. So today I was very careful about them, and I don't know, honestly. The problem with solar panels is that they might work for a bit, and then you can just have a very bad experience later on. So it's a gambling. I will test them again and again, but as you can see here, I even connected them to my engine system and to recharging system, and when I did it, it was working very good. So the system went on, and the charging was starting even though the batteries were full, but it doesn't matter. So with this system I can charge my batteries, I can charge the trolley batteries, but also like the phone, the drone. And I already made another adjustment. I built a box, one of these sturdy black boxes, waterproof, where I put all the chargers inside and one USB outside. And because of that, basically, I can just plug in one time uh, all the of the chargers, and I have all my devices charged all together, which is really good because it makes saves me a lot of time, and also a lot of problems when it's raining, or maybe when you are just moving to from one place to another. In general, very satisfied with the result, and there's a lot that I have to do. There's a lot going on. I have to organize a lot of things yet, still, and I'm not sure, honestly, if this will be the final setup. The good thing is it didn't broke completely, and I went home kind of safe. There's still some elements that have to be adjusted, make it sturdy. I'm waiting for a couple of pieces more, and in general, I think that the idea is to make it proof, and the general idea is to make it work no matter the conditions. So if I'm will be happy at the end of these tests, I will bring this version. Otherwise, as I said, I will go back to the old one. I also did some tests with the new drone, and to see how it was following me, preceding me, and I also made some kind of rounds around the drone, around the trolley with the drone, to see how the controller is working. I'm not a big fan of having the controller in my hands all the time, but I'm quite confident that sometimes it will be very nice to have it as an option. So you will be some environments where I will be going, and I will want to film it, and the automatic one is just to follow you. So all the action is about you. So if you don't want to be in the frame, all these things don't work. I try directly to connect the drone just to the phone. It works, but if you want to do some manual movements, it is very not very dynamic. It's not cinematic at all. And so for this reason, I will also bring the remote of the drone, which is more weight, more batteries, more electricity, a lot to think about. But I think that in some situation will work good to have just like 100% control over it. As you can see, the solar panel is still a bit wobbling, is always going in a vertical direction. No matter what I do, there's no weight on the trolley, so it's really like a simple setup. It was just around my house. And I will work more in the future about it and see what happens. Until then, ciao.